everyone, it's Chloe from Sewtree and I'm here today to give you a DIY tutorial on how to make some great casual day wear earrings. These ones are black and silver and I like to use them because they're neutral colours and you can pretty much put them with any other colour outfit. They're just that little bit dangly to make a little bit of a statement, but they're not like overly long like you would use for some sort of nighttime or going out earrings. Okay, so what you'll need is some either glass or you can use onyx stone, but it's a little bit more expensive. Oval beads, these ones are about 5mm long. Some stone chips, and when you're selecting chips, just make sure that they're the same height wise, so when you stack them up on your earrings they're similar height. It doesn't matter if the shape is slightly different or if the holes are off center, because that's what's going to add a little bit of texture to your earrings. You also need some rondelle spacers. These ones are about 6mm, I believe. Yeah, 6mm. And some small bead caps as well. They're actually going to sit on top of your stone chips, so it's not actually going to use the inside shape there to hold anything down, but it's going to give a nice little bit of a rounded end to your earring. You'll also need some ear hooks. These ones are shepherd hooks and they've got that little bit of extra length with a bit of a decorative wire in the center. You can get it without that and just plain. You can even make them yourself, but I'll show you how to do that in another tutorial. And some eye pins. I always like to work with the longer ones because then I can always cut it down if I need be. It's always quite annoying that if I'm designing an earring and I've used a short eye pin and then I realise I haven't actually got enough on the end to make a hook. When you're choosing eye pins, try if you can to get ones where the cap on the end is centered on the wire, because it makes a straighter earring, but it is quite difficult to find them. Okay, so to make our earring, you're going to start with your oval bead on the bottom. We're following the principle that you either make a pyramid shape or use a similar width the whole way down. Otherwise, if they're top heavy up high on your ears, they don't dangle well and they look just a little bit funny. Okay, so we're going to use our largest bead on the bottom. We're going to follow that up by our spacer, and I've chosen these spacers. There's hundreds of types out there, but I've chosen these ones because they're a little bit taller than most, and they've got that round pattern on them, which is going to reflect my oval down the bottom. After that, you're going to add one of your stone chips and your bead cap. Okay, so that's the design of your earring done. Now to make the actual end piece, you're going to need some equipment. Most people, when they're designing or making jewellery, they have a little kit like this one, okay, which has lots of different pieces in it. Today all you're going to need is a set of round nose pliers, some flush cutters, and a flat end plier as well. These ones have got a bit of a curved end, which is good for some fine work, but not necessary in this one. You can have straight ones or flat ones if that's all you've got. So we're going to use these ones first, and what we're going to do is we're going to bend down the wire at a 90-degree angle. So I'm just going to come up just about 1mm. Okay, we're going to bend it. Okay, once I've done that, then I'm going to trim off the end about 1 centimetre in. Make sure that you cut using the flat side. If you turn it around, it can be a little bit hard to estimate how much wire you've got. So if you do it from the flat end side, you'll get a sharper measurement. So just about 1 centimetre. Point it down when you're doing this, otherwise the bit of wire can go flying. Okay. So once you've done that, then we're going to make the loop on the end. So use your round nose pliers. So hold them comfortably in your hand and turn your hand upside down. And then we're going to go a couple of millimeters in. It can be handy to use a permanent marker and make a mark on your round nose pliers so that when you go to do the second set of earrings, you make the same size loop. We'll just turn it around like that. And don't completely close it up because we want to make sure we've got space to put our hook on. If it's a little bit skewy, you can bend it over a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my shepherd hook, loop it on, and then I'm just going to twist it just a little bit more closed, like that, and then I'm going to give it a little bit of a squeeze just to make sure that it's nice and tight on the end. Lovely. And there you go. So that's one done. When you're designing these earrings as well, if you have a favourite colour that you like to use, so if you've got a bit of a thing for pink, or if you like me, if you like greens, then you can add a seed bead to it as well, just on the top. So here I've got some turquoise ones, and I'll just add that on the top, and you do that just before you put on the loop, and that tiny little bit of colour will tie into the rest of your outfit. They look quite nice, and you can make a few of these up in sort of different colours with different colour seed beads. Just make sure that the seed bead that you're using has a hole big enough to go in on your wire. I know that there are a lot of seed beads out there with teeny tiny holes that won't actually fit on your head pin, so just like that. Alright. So to make these earrings, the full instructions are written out on our blog at www.sewtree.wordpress.com. You can find them on Facebook, and our the bead kits with all the bits and pieces in it. If you'd like to buy them and the instructions, you can buy them as a kit from our store as well. So have a go, have a bit of an experiment with a little bit of colour. Send me some photos through our email at sewtree@gmail.com, or leave a comment below and tell me what you think. Alright, see you next time. Bye.